Hi, I'm Shelley Levette with childcareland.com, and today I'm going to do a review of the iPad app called Trace It. This can be found in the App Store, and again, it's for the iPad, and it is a free letter tracing and number tracing app. When you go to after you click on the icon, this is the screen that you'll see. There's a couple options here. One is to have a fade out for the line or for the letter or number, which means when you start to write, that letter fades out. And I think it fades out too quickly for children to remember what they're writing, so I always just leave that off so the letter stays on. And you also have the option to take out the center line or leave the center line in. That's pretty much up to you how you would like to do that. There's uppercase, lowercase, and then numbers 0 through 10, and you just scroll through those on here. This is the basic interface, and I think they could have done a little bit better of a job when choosing letters. I would have liked to have seen an option just to scroll through instead of having always to go back to the main menu and pick out a letter, but it's not that big a deal. It serves its purpose. So we'll just start with the letter A here, and I'll show you that. This is the center line they're talking about that you can remove if you don't want to use that with children, depending upon the level of writing skills and the age of the children that you're working with. So, and each letter would also have 3 pictures of something that starts with the letter that you're working on. And the numbers will have boxes with little circles in them for the children to count how many are in there, and that should match the number that they're writing. So they would start with, they have small A's, large A's, and then a space just to write a freestyle A on here. And so with younger children, we always start with a finger on here. They could just make as many as they want on the line. And I do apologize. Not only am I upside down, but I am left-handed. And if you know anybody who's left-handed, or if you're left-handed, you know that you do not have the best handwriting. And then to write upside down makes it that much more difficult. And then you could do the large letters here, and then a freestyle one here. And to clear it, you would just tap down here where it says tap here to clear. And you would go back. You have to hit the button exactly, and then you have to, you can pick out another letter. And one of the things we do once we've traced with fingers is we use a stylus. And I love these stylus. They're great for the art programs on the iPad. They're great for letter tracing, any kind of work where some kind of handwriting or too much touching is involved on here. They're just little soft tip pads on the bottom. It looks like a pen. They're specifically made for touch screen surfaces. And so with a stylus, they would just go ahead and start writing or tracing on here. And this is I wouldn't call this actually just kind of a writing program. It's a writing tool. It's basic, it's beginning. It will never take the place of a regular writing utensil and paper for children to learn writing skills, but it is a great beginner program to familiarize children with holding a writing utensil, for making the lines of the letters and the numbers, and for recognizing letters and numbers as well. So it's a free program. There are some flaws with it, but overall, it's useful in the early learning classroom for children during a free play time, just to kind of work their way through the alphabet or the numbers. I'll show you a number really quick on here, what that would look like. And so they have the dots up here that would correspond with the number that the children will be tracing on here. Again, overall, I like the program. I don't know if I would have actually have paid more than $1 or $2 for it. But again, it's never going to take the place of actual writing instruction. For Trace It app, I'm Shelley Levette with childcareland.com, and thanks for watching.